Hi, today I'm going to show you how to take a paper bag like this, these are from Walmart, and create a fold out like this. Little pocket, belly band, bookmarks in here, this big pocket here. So let's get started. We'll start by taking this paper bag. We're going to glue some of it down so it's not all floppy. You can get out your glue. I like a glue stick. A lot of people don't, but I do. I'm going to start by gluing down this flap here. Really get that glue on there good, like this. And your bag is not going to be perfect. That's okay. We're going to glue down this in here. These two gussets on the side. Get those glued really good. Glue this gusset down over here. I kind of like this crinkly noise this makes. I'm using, this one here is called the Cottage Rose, one of my kits. And I just took that paper and cut it and modified it. It's a junk journal kit. Today I'm going to use this other kit, which is called Garden Chateau. It's a small kit. I'll show you those papers. I already cut them, kind of got them ready. We're going to glue down as best as we can inside here. See this gusset, one side of the gusset. So that it doesn't flop all around for this pocket. We'll have a pocket here when we're done. Get that a little bit better. A glue stick is a little more bulky. Then when we're done with that, kind of got allergies going on here. I like to make this the inside. I'm going to line this up as best as I can. It won't be perfect. We might have to do a little trimming of our paper. See how's that looking? I'll take this burnisher, burnish that down. This is going to be our top like this. That helps me to keep a guide. Then when you're done with that part, you take this ink and an inker like this, and we're going to ink this whole bag on the edges. We just want to make sure if any parts of it show that it's inked. We'll ink the inside too. I'm going to ink all of the papers that I'll glue down in it. Any one of my kits on my Etsy website, which is Collagetype.etsy.com, will work. I have everything inked and cut and ready to go. So the way you ink was just like I was showing you in the other part of the bag. Just like this, you just go around. We don't need to ink the backs of these. So I'm going to take my glue and I'm going to begin gluing everything down so you can see what I'm doing. This is I really loved making this. I like working with these paper bags. They're real, I just like the texture of them. There's nothing special about them. They're very, very inexpensive. You could do this all day long and it wouldn't cost you much money. So here's my front. Now when you go to put it on, don't worry, you may have to trim a little. And we're going to cover this edge, this edge here. I'll show you how I did that at the end. So there's the front. Now, I'm using cardstock. I printed out cardstock for the front and the back and a couple of other things, but the inside, I'm going to use regular paper. So I have everything in order. You always want to get everything in order so you don't get confused. It's so easy to get confused. This is going to be the inside. So we'll glue that one now. And before we do glue that, I'm going to ink this edge right here. So this would be, if you don't want to see that edge, we might have to trim that a little bit anyway. We'll do that at the end. You could print on the back side too of the papers you're going to use. Ink is so great to cover up the white. So this one now is going here. And I will, like on this one, I took a punch, a circle punch, and did that in that one. So make sure you don't glue your pockets down. Keep that open. Okay, there's that one. Let me put that just like that. Now you don't have to cut out that right there if you don't want. Oh, are you kidding me? I just put that in upside down. Quick, quick. Well, it's good to see mistakes being made. Okay. Now, for this fold out, I did this. That has that, but it's going to be covered up. So what we're going to do, what I did here was I kind of took a measurement, then I took my score pad and scored it. And I am going to ink this. Anywhere where you think you might see it, you want to ink. We will see this side, so let's get all in there really. I like my corners a little bit more inky. Okay, let's move that out of the way. And then this is only going to get glued that part. See, there's your folder. I wanted to catch more of that rose. On this one, I don't think I made it quite as deep. So you could decide if you don't want it that deep. You could cut it any length you want. That's what's really cool about this project. It can really be whatever you want it to be. So we're going to glue right in here. Pretty good. We really want this to stick and to never come out. Oh, I did get on the glue there. Lining everything up. That's done. This would also be a great way to use up your scraps if you have any. Now we're going to glue all along this one. Really want to get those corners. You might have to go back depending on the glue you use. Art glitter glue is really great too. I'm just waiting to get some. I ran out, so I like to use that with that fine point. Just then you can get in these corners really good, but something about a glue stick I really like. Okay, got that nice and glued. This one is next. Let's look at this. Make sure I got it on there right. Make sure that'll fold. Okay. So now you can see kind of where I'm headed with this project right here at the bottom when we're done. See that? You see that right in there? So all you're just going to take this little bit right here. Looking good so far. Okay. And in this one, we'll put a pocket. It'll cover that up down there. So far, that's where we're at. Now, let's straighten that out a little bit more. We'll burnish that. That's the thing with the paper bag, is it's not going to be perfect. So you'll have to do a little bit of trimming like I am right here. But that's okay. Okay. And then we'll take this ink too as we go along, and we'll get all those little edges in there. Okay. Looking great. Want to leave a little bit of space right there for it to open and close. You could do all cardstock if you'd prefer. I love the way cardstock feels. And then here's our last piece, going to come on like this. See that little bit of white right there? I can still see that. I'm just going to take off. Oh, let's pray I don't mess it up. The first one I didn't have to do really any trimming, so my bag must have been more straight. That looks good. Whew. It's always nerve-wracking. And then here's the last piece. Let's make sure we get that one on straight. It's really the corners and the edges. Sometimes you have to go back over when you use a glue stick. That's okay. I'm going to try to line up the cardstock that's underneath. So there's that. That's how easy that is. Now, this piece here is not quite laying down the way I'd like it, but that's okay. I'm going to put a pocket right here. So I already got this pocket ready. And I'm trying to decide. I didn't get it all the way ready. I wanted to show you a little bit. Let's put it like this. And we will line that line up. I think this pocket, this is how these pockets go. I like to get that. If there's a little tiny piece like that, I'll take that off. Now this pocket may be a little bit too large. I think I might, just a little bit. So the way you do that, that's easy. You could do it either at the top or at the bottom. I'm going to do it at the top with this little cutter. That looks right. So now that you did that, see that piece right there sticking up? All you've got to do is cut that right at that point, like that. And then that's taken care of. So that's will be fun for a pocket. It's very easy. You fold those back as you saw me do. You put your glue. And if one of these you put like that, if there's one on top, kind of got a lot of glue on that, so I'm going to wipe it off. Okay. Now, you want this to open, so we're going to put this all the way to this edge. Let's get that up a little bit. think I got it. Much better. So now there's that little pocket. Now we'll add a belly band. I like, oh, look, I have this here. So maybe I'll go up higher. No, I think I like that. Or I had this piece. Cut off a little bit of this. And then I'm going to cut. Uh-oh. I always wondered how you got that off. I've never had to replace it. Now I know. Make it about this thick. Yes, I like this one better. It's that green one. This is nice. It's got a little place for you to line things up. Right there, I think. Let's hope that's it. That is it. I can always trim it if I need to. So I'm going to ink these edges. And then maybe just a tiny bit off of here. I thought I knew that I was going to use that one for the belly band, but changed my mind. Wow, that side's cool. I didn't even realize that, and then all of a sudden I like that. Do we like that one? Or do we like that one? I think I like this one. That's what's so great about making one of these. Do whatever you want. Add any colors you want. Sorry, I'm spending time trying to figure out what it is I like and not like. So I'm going to just do a little fine line there of glue, and a little fine line up there of glue. Leave that open. Get those ends. Just gonna eye that up. I think I did pretty good with my eyeing up. Okay, now we have that ready to go. And I'm just gonna do 2 more things to embellish it, and it's going to be done, which is kind of amazing. So it'd be neat to have a place to write. So this was from another one of my kits. So I decided, it was laying on my work table here, and I thought, you know what, I'm gonna cut that out and glue that and lay that down. Since that's kind of open, I'll do it down here a little bit. So that's done. You could turn that into a pocket if you wanted, but I'm not going to do that. And then I already did all of these pieces. This can go in here like this. This was also laying on my work table. I'm going to use that. Put that one in here like this for the belly band. And this one in there. I did all of those. So there's a lot of different little pieces you could do. So here's this. You could put another little pocket there if you wanted. So you have a pocket, belly band, place to write. So right now, the last thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put on, let's see, how's that fit? I'm going to put on, see this edge here? You could leave it like that if you want. See on this one what I did? I put a little binding over that seam. Ooh, that would look good that way. Let's do it like that. So the way we'll do that, we're just going to make, I'm thinking about this wide. We'll fold it this way. And then we'll cut it. It can be any width you want. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to burnish that down. And then I'm gonna try to cut it already this way. I think I can get it right in there like this. And guess what? We have to ink it. We don't have to ink this edge. We can do that afterwards. Might be easier to ink because it's thin little paper. I might have to cut it. Do I have to cut it? Yeah, just a little bit. Let's put it like this and see where we're at. Oh, see that? Mark it. I'm just going to do it like that. I am brave, aren't I? The way I just go in there and with my scissors. I'm trying to do this quickly to save us all time so that you don't have to watch me do a lot of the prep work. I did all the prep work, but all the prep work I did is easy. It's all work that you don't really need me to show you. It's measuring the front, cutting the papers, cutting out the pockets, just kind of looking at things. I'm going to take this right here, get some good ink on there. See this little piece here? Just going to trim that off to give us a nice flush edge when we put this on. So now you saw how I made that little binding. Okay, here we go. Oh, I didn't quite cut it enough. I'll have to trim that one little bit there. Let's see. There's that. There's the front. See, that's just a tiny bit. I don't even know if my scissors can get in there. Let's go this angle. Now you could do a double paper bag if you wanted. Okay. But I decided to just do a single. Oh, we're going to do this too. If you have one of these. Gonna eye it up. You could mark it if you wanted. Okay, ready? Am I ready? Didn't quite get it all the way. Let's do that a little bit more again. Just a little tiny bit. Got it that time. See that little bit came up? Let's glue that down. And that one too came up. We'll glue those down. So there's your pocket. Let's ink that right in there. The only thing I didn't make for this kit were some bookmarks like these. These are from the Cottage Rose one. You could put those and have some of those in there. So I'm going to ink right in here. I think I might trim that up a little bit too, to be in alignment with the paper bag. Very cool. Okay. The last thing I want to do is put that on. I think I'll just, oh, I hate to cover up that beautiful tulip. I don't really need it. Let's put it inside there. You can embellish it any way you want to. Oh, let's put it here. See how I just changed my mind like that? And there it is. Paper bag fold out. Miniature junk journal. How fun is that? Easy to do. You can do it in just probably an hour or two, depending on how much prep work. Probably 2 hours. Anyway, it's all finished. See you soon. Bye.